Good afternoon, friends. I have breaking news to share with you today. Top economists are warning the American people of a serious economic downturn, and this could affect millions of Americans. But there is some good news for select households, as more and more states approve direct financial assistance for their residents. Eligible households are already beginning to apply for this tax relief. Please do me a big favor and watch until the end of this video. Also, every Friday, I will be announcing several winners for the Walmart gift card giveaway. If you would like to enter these weekly giveaway, friends, do make sure that you click and like several of my videos, and then comment below the keyword of each video that you watch. The more videos that you comment on, friends, the greater your chances of winning these giveaways. Please make sure that you do stay tuned. I will be announcing yesterday's winner at the end of today's video.
Senator Ricketts, thank you, and we'll turn next to Senator Warnock.
Thank you so very much, Chair Casey. I would be remiss in this moment if I didn't just take a moment to remember the legacy of the late First Lady, Rosalynn Carter, whom I was privileged to know and whose mission was to center and uplift our caregivers. Her extraordinary work demonstrates how a healthcare system that leaves so many drowning in caregiving costs most of us will one day face, is a healthcare system that falls short of its basic obligations. Dr. Morgan, in your experience as a gerontologist, how does the cost of assisted living burden seniors, their caregivers, and their families?
Well, the cost of assisted living is both financial and emotional and real for many Americans. We have a system where there's not access to assisted living. In some states, there are Medicare waivers that cover a larger portion of those who need it at the lower income. But there are also states that have virtually no waiver programs, so that the only people that can afford assisted living are those who have those significant financial resources. And so the middle tier of America tends to do things that I talked about in my testimony. They reduce their working hours. They set up these arrangements across families to pay for assisted living if that's what they can do. They bring in people who may not be trained to support their person living at home. They make these precarious work and family arrangements to be able to make it through whatever long-term care they have for their loved one. If they're lucky enough to get into assisted living, then they're still coming after work, and they're still bringing the incontinence supplies, and they're still bringing the snacks and engaging the residents. And it's another job on top of the job that they're trying to do if they're still working, if they're still able to work. And that is really important in young onset dementia as well, because in young onset dementia, these people are still earning, right? And they have young onset dementia, and then the families have very few options for thinking about their forward retirement, right? Retirement isn't what we end up doing. We end up mortgaging everything to do the care and to clean out our savings in order to support this person living with dementia who may not be able to be at home. A lot of the young onset dementias have the sorts of things that Patty was talking about with Lewy body dementia and frontotemporal dementia. We have a different course of the disease, and it's really difficult for people to care for those folks at home. And so even if they're able to afford assisted living for a time, they run out of resources. And then what do? And sometimes they can get into nursing home placement, and sometimes there's good nursing homes to go to, but not always. It's awfully precarious for many folks.
The U.S. housing market is facing a serious downturn. With the lowest home sales since the mid-1990s, economist Peter Schiff warns of a crisis where homeowners are turning to renting their homes to keep their current mortgages in a struggling economy. According to the National Association of Realtors, existing home sales are down and median sales prices are up. Schiff suggests a potential trend where homeowners unwilling to sell due to low mortgage rates might choose to rent out their homes instead, because selling in the open market would mean taking on a new mortgage with higher interest rates. The current situation is exacerbated by a campaign by the Federal Reserve to raise interest rates, aimed at curbing inflation. This has led to a lock-in effect where homeowners with low mortgage rates are hesitant to sell their homes, especially with the lasting impact of the interest rate hikes. Experts from Zillow and Redfin agree that as long as mortgage rates stay high, current homeowners are reluctant to trade their low monthly payments for larger ones at higher rates. They point out that homeowners who took advantage of historically low rates now have a valuable financial asset, making them hesitant to sell. While there are signs of a gradual recovery as some homeowners start to sell, Peter Schiff emphasizes that even though mortgage rates have come down slightly, they are still not low enough for buyers to afford the prices that existing homeowners are asking. Many homeowners are also seeing a big spike in their property tax bills. Residents of Hamilton County, Ohio, have seen their property taxes more than double in the last 6 months, and now some of them are at risk of losing their home. The taxes of several county homeowners have risen by nearly 500% recently, leaving many Americans unable to make the payments due by February. Some have said that they fear they will be forced out of their homes if they don't receive some form of assistance. The hike in property taxes is not only a problem for Hamilton County homeowners. By the end of last year, residents across the state of Ohio were reporting higher property taxes. This is following a state-mandated government property assessment that typically takes place every 6 years. So while several counties in Ohio are already struggling with higher property taxes, the problem is expected to continue and even grow in the next couple of years. In North Dakota, some homeowners may be able to claim relief. The primary residence credit, which was established during the 2023 legislative session, is a program designed to offer homeowners in the state the opportunity to apply for state property tax credit. The state tax commissioner highlights that this credit is inclusive, with no age restrictions or income limitations. Homeowners in North Dakota can benefit from a credit of up to $500 for the property tax years of 2024 and 2025. It is essential to note that this credit applies to these specific years and not the most recent property tax statement that homeowners have received. The credit operates as a deduction, and anyone with a primary residence in the state will qualify for it. The application process for the primary residence credit opened on January 1st and closes on March 31st. Due to the expected high volume of applications, state officials emphasize the need for efficient resource allocation, citing the anticipation of up to 200,000 applications. This reflects the program's popularity and underscores the importance of having a streamlined process to handle the significant demand. Additionally, applicants for the primary residence credit may be eligible to apply for other property tax credits, such as the Homestead Property Tax Credit and the Disabled Veterans Property Tax Credit. This broader eligibility allows homeowners to explore multiple avenues for potential property tax relief. That is the end of my daily stimulus update video for today. The winners of yesterday's Walmart gift card giveaway is Melanie Barnes and Music Loved 5982. Congratulations to both of you. To claim your gift cards, please check your notifications page and send me a message. Or, dear friends, you could message me on my Facebook page. Thank you, and have a wonderful and very blessed weekend.